What's up, Guard family? I hope everybody is doing awesome out there. I am making this video from a hotel room where, as you can see from the lovely decor, and there's a reason, because I got this mail day that I'm going to show off yesterday, and I could have made it at home before I left, but I decided I'm going to take the cards with me. I did forget my tripod, my camera stand, but I figured out something that's going to work. So you have to look at my ugly face the whole time, so I apologize for that in advance. But anyways, kind of a cool chain of events that led to this video. So this video, the reason why I'm making it in a hotel room is because my good buddy Brent, Star Huddle 77, he travels a lot. He travels even more than I do, and he does a lot of videos from his hotel rooms. So I figured, in homage to him, I will make my video that's mail from him in a hotel room. So, Brent recently started posting videos again. He posts a few and I watch them, and he sort of announced that he is changing his collection, that he's selling the majority of the collection that he had already compiled, and being the fact that Brent had a really great Harmon Killebrew collection, and that I am a Harmon Killebrew collector, I thought, I'm really close to 500 Harmon Killebrews. Wouldn't it be cool if my 500th Killebrew was something that came from Brent's collection? So I reached out to him and let him know that I was interested if he had anything left to sell. I told him kind of the budget that I was working with, and he showed me a bunch of stuff, and he gave me like an amazing deal. Gave me a really good deal. And so I got the package in on Monday, and there's some bonus items on there. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show. There's one card that didn't come from Brent that has to help me to get to 500 that I wanted to show off. So I'll show that card first. And it is a 2025 Topps Gilded collection, and this is the mini diamonds, I think, gold mini diamonds, numbered out of 50. So sorry about the glare. I'm not used to making these hotel videos. Does that make it worse, better? So there it is. Now this is kind of a stupid card, which I didn't even notice this until I had the card in my hand. But this is an error card, and I'm assuming an uncorrected error, because if you look, if we can focus, maybe we won't be able to see it with that crazy light shining. I guess we won't be able to see it at all, but anyways, it shows it on the back too. It's misspelled on both the front and the back. It's spelled Killebrew, Killewbrew. So there's not two W's in Killebrew. There's only supposed to be one. But voila.
Bazinga!
So that was the first card. And then, so he showed me a bunch of cards. I told him I'm interested in a couple of them. And he said, okay, I'll give you these two for that price and throw in a bonus one. So we're going to show the two first. And the first one is a Dexter, no, it's not a Dexter Press, sorry, it's a J Publishing photo, which PSA says is a 1958 through 61. Pretty decent size photo, and this was Harmon in his Senator's jersey. According to Trading Card Database, and these were blank backs, according to Trading Card Database, this is from 1960. And I'm not an expert on these. I know a lot of people do know more about these than I do, but I feel like these were like packets of photos that they gave away at the stadiums. I think a lot of teams did it. So this one is one that I'm like, well, I don't have it. This one's a PSA 5, which the grade doesn't mean anything to me. I do like it protected though, especially on these oddball. If they're vintage and oversized items, you know, it's nice to have them to protect it. Otherwise, I have it in like an album at home or a binder at home, and it doesn't really have much protection. So yes, so the next card is number 500, and it is a fairly rare card. I wasn't able to look up the population or anything, but it is a 1965 trade block. And again, I apologize because it's hard to see in this joint. Trade block Harmon Killebrew. So it's got that picture with the kind of the red tone and then the stats listed up to 1964. And yes, so this is super cool. You don't see these too often. And he was transparent about this, but it does have a cracked case here. I was thinking about what do I do with it. Do I just cut it out and put it in a mag or something? Now it's kind of an oddball size, so it doesn't really fit in a mag. It'll be, you know, wobbling around in there. Or another option would be to cut it out of there and send it to CGC for grading, or to just leave it. And I'll probably, I think for now at least, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna pay the money to PSA to reslab it. It'll be stupid. It'll be too expensive for what it is. I like PSA less and less every single time I think about them. So that was number 500. Whoop-de-doo. Woohoo! So thank you so much, Brent, for those two cards and the great deal that you gave me. But wait, there's more. There's a few things. Well, first he said this was a throw-in, and this is really cool. So this is a Solata Junket coin from 1962. It is a plastic white coin. I'm wondering if he got this set up from Ground Chuck. Let me know if he did, because he made me some cases like this from my Topps coins. So very cool item. And heck, maybe he even got the whole thing from Kyle. Anyways, let me know, Brent, but this was sort of like almost like a throw-in, and it's a pretty darn cool item, oddball item that I didn't have. So 501. Okay, and then that was all the things I knew was coming to me. So there's a couple of bonus items. First thing is this really cool pen, Minnesota Twins pen, and this is what it looks like on the back. I don't know what year this is from, but it's pretty vintage. It is really cool. Nicely protected in the little coin holder. So that's cool. So thank you so much for that, Brent. Cool piece of Minnesota Twins history. And then, so this next card actually goes for my Kirby counter. So I'm really excited about this card. This is a card that I had the chance to buy way back when and never did. And then I never see it. And when I do rarely see it, it's, I think people want some money for this beast. It is just a really cool card. Yes, it's a Panini. It doesn't have the logos. They're wearing blank hats, but I don't mind that so much. This is the 2016 Pantheon, which I think was a great product. Metropolis Monuments. And as you can see, we got my man Kirby, we got my man Rod, we got Harmon and Tony, and we have some game used materials on the front here. We got a bat piece, some jersey pieces. Just a really awesome card. So thank you so much, Brent. You didn't have to do this. This is Brent, and anybody that watches my channel that knows me and how I collect and what I collect is gonna know, like, this is really special to me. Like, these are the greats of the Twins, and this is what I collect. And so I really appreciate this a lot. And on the back here it says it was a fine 1969 for Minnesota as Killebrew won the MVP by leading the bigs with homers and RBIs, 49 and 140. Carew won a batting title, and Oliva led the league in hits. That's all on the same team. That's pretty cool. And then it says it wasn't until 1987, however, that the team won its first World Series in the North Star State. Puckett led the way, hitting .357 versus St. Louis. And what's cool about this is I would never call this a eBay 101, but they specifically talk about 1987 on the back of the card, and you probably won't be able to see it, but it's numbered 87 out of 99, and you ain't going to be able to see it because I'm using the camera view flipped. But this is going to do the fart sound, and I'll count it as my Kirby counter, but I won't count it as my Killebrew counter. I try to keep those collections separately. So if there's a shared card, it only counts for one player unless I have two of them. So that's just how I count it. And if you're a player collector with multiple players and you count them for both collections, fair enough. That's you count it how you want to count it. That's what I have always said is you should count your collection the way that you want to. But me personally, I'm going to count this as a Kirby and a unique one that I didn't have, and I'm just very thrilled to get it. So thank you so much, Brent, for this awesome mail day, and brought to you in a hotel room in Norfolk, Nebraska. And everybody out there, just be awesome to each other and be kind to each other like Brent was kind to me. And just a really cool chain of events. Like I said, after I texted him about making the deal, then I made a response video to his video, and yeah, just great to get some community mail. It's been a while since I got any community mail, and it's been a while since I sent some out, so I'm gonna have to send some stuff out and pay this forward real soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.